Hi, welcome back to a reading with me. I'm going to go ahead and see what energy is coming in for you in this coming week. And at the center here, we have the Temperance card with the 10 of Swords. Oh my goodness. This is some sort of ending of a cycle, which makes so much sense right after this full moon. And I feel that for some of you, maybe you are more in tune with the new moons, the full moons, the cycles, right? And maybe this full moon really confused you. You know, this was a strong full moon, and I feel like it had a very large impact over you to where it was almost making you experience the cycles that you wanted to end. And maybe that's unusual for you. Maybe normally you can mentally think of them and just let them end, but this time was unique. And maybe this past week you've really been like full force in this energy that you know you need to release and isn't suiting you, and you've just kind of been stuck in this wheel of like for instance, tomorrow I'm not gonna have caffeine, and then you wake up, you have caffeine, and it kind of spirals the rest of your day, and then you're like, okay, well, tomorrow I'm not gonna have caffeine, you know, but then you go to bed late, and it just keeps this cycle going over and over again. And you have the Temperance, which is definitely calling in a sort of balance for you. It's saying that you are ready now to release these things, and that's something you're supposed to be focusing on in this upcoming week, is making attainable and physical habits that are going to lead you to the outcome that you are desiring, right? And also something that's interesting to me with the Temperance is her wings. I have a feeling for you that wings and feathers have been very important to you and signs for you, maybe in this past week, and definitely what's coming up for you. And we are going from a Page of Wands, oh wow, to the King of Wands. So there is something that you are trying to master. You are trying to build in your life. And the Wands to me is about creativity. It's about passion. It's artistic. You know, it's kind of blending all the elements together of material and foundation with emotional, with thought. It's fast, it's driven. And I'm getting for you that you guys, oh, excuse me, it's the Knight of Wands, not the King of Wands. So I'm getting for you guys that you are, which is, I don't know why I said mastery, but I mean still, but I'm really getting for you guys that it's trying to get you to pursue something within your heart. And I think you already have started with this Page of Wands energy. You've already gone out and began this journey, right? And the Knight of Wands is asking you to be creative this week, to sort of intentionally let it flow, and to really focus on your creative passions that you're trying to make cemented into your real life. Like, for example, right, I can get that some of you might have side hobbies that you do or side activities, and you're really trying to make them have a larger role in your life than they do right now. That's me with tarot. I love tarot so much. I am so connected to it. I love doing it. I love everything about it. I want to be a full-time tarot reader. And for me, because it's kind of like a side thing for me right now, it is difficult for me to be as consistent as I would like to be with it. And so oftentimes I have weeks where I'm really on it and I'm feeling so good, and then I have weeks where life is so busy and it just kind of falls to the wayside, because when I'm scaling, you know, up all my priorities, you know, I have a 9 to 5, I have, you know, family, it's just other things, and it's not as central in my life as I would like it to be right now. And that's kind of the thing I'm getting for you, is that you're trying to implement something like that into your life. Like maybe you're trying to switch from being a, like doctor's assistant to a full-time painter, right? Something like that. And coming from your past, oh my goodness, we have the Emperor to the King of Swords. So definitely some sort of like clarity and communication component with this. I don't know if some of you want to be writers, like, maybe poets or authors, or even teachers, or learning something. Like this could even be like a yoga teacher, for example. It doesn't have to be a traditional teacher. This to me also is kind of representing like a mentor in your life that's coming in for you. Somebody who has a lot of wisdom and guidance to offer you. I mean, just look at this card, right? He looks wise. He looks like he has things to offer. He can read that smoke. He sees things and signs, and has a way of seeing the world that not everybody has. And coming from the Emperor, I feel like you have mastered your individual self, and that's what's unlocked this. Like you've put a lot of work into yourself and bringing your vibration up, putting yourself into the highest version that you are capable of on your own, on an individual level. And I feel like now, because of that, you're starting to be immersed into a community, and you are going to be getting somebody in your life who can offer you a lot of wisdom at this time and guidance and teach you things that are really gonna change your life, right? Like some sort of person who really believes in you. And I feel like this is somebody who's spiritually connected to you, like on a soul contract level, and they're finally coming into your life. Yeah, and I think like despite your challenges, I think that you're feeling really abundant at this time. I don't think you're where you want to be, but considering everything, I think you are able to look around and see what you have and see the abundance around you. Whether it's your pet, maybe you have a dog, and at the end of the day, no matter what, you feel rich because you have this loyal companion. You have plants, you have a roof over your head. It's sunny out today, or it's cloudy out today, and it gave you a chance to rest. Like I just feel like you're somebody who really has that kind of mindset, who could have $0 in their bank account but still feel rich and feel wealthy and abundant. And because of that, you're almost operating at that vibration, and it's manifesting more things to you because you're keeping that channel open. Like you just really believe in yourself and the path and the journey, and it's gonna bring in these material things that you are trying to call in for yourself. And you have the Ten of Wands, so definitely a coming home of sorts. This could be like traditionally like a tired energy. You're carrying a lot. You have your hands in a lot of different pots, and because of that, you can't really focus on one thing. And that's sort of what I was saying earlier, is that I feel like at times I can't prioritize what I'm trying to build because I have so many other commitments, And so this card to me is almost giving you the advice of analyzing your life and where you can let go of things that you aren't necessarily aligned to, or that are commitments to other people that aren't serving you. It's almost like a calling back your energy and returning home to yourself, and kind of narrowing in your energy so you can get some of that water back and fill it into the pots that you wish you could, instead of having a drop in each pot. And yeah, I mean, again, I just kind of feel like this end of a journey, while simultaneously being a beginner in a large journey, you know, like, but this feels like another door closing in a good way. Like, we always have multiple cycles and lessons simultaneously going on, and I feel like this is just another one that you're leveling up out of. And we have the Three of Wands. Going out into the world is sort of what you're being encouraged to do at this time. And that's another thing I'm getting with the Temperance, is it feels like it can be a stagnant energy at times, or like recluse, and you're being encouraged to go out into the world. Like, maybe you work all day and then you come home and you just sit at home until you go to bed, and then you work all day and then you just sit at home until you go to bed, you know, that kind of energy. And we need that at times. It's never gonna be, you know, this perfect world where we are just capitalizing every minute of the day, you know, whatever. But we have cycles where we need to rest, and I'm getting that you did that and you're ready to come out of it and be back out into the world. So maybe after work, instead of going straight home, if you know that's gonna, like, you know, put you in a bed rot or scrolling on your phone, whatever, maybe go to the gym right after work, go for a walk, go out to drink with your coworker, whatever, your friend that you haven't seen in a while, go to a concert, you know, go take an art class, go to the library, just anything that kind of gets you out into the world, and more into your community. And I think just those little steps, you know, are gonna, like, really give you the traction of meeting people that you need to meet at this time and discover the things that you need to discover. And your outcome is pretty wild. You have the Judgment. And the Judgment is a total rebirth. It is almost like an ego death, a letting go of this old version of yourself, and your life is starting completely anew. It's an entirely fresh and clean slate. And again, I think this is something that you've already began. You're already on the path to this thing, and it's just continuing to unfold. And maybe right now, like, you can't see it, but you feel it inside. Like, you know, you can feel this kind of stuff happening, but you don't have any physical evidence yet in your real world. But just know that it is coming. It's coming piece by piece, and as it starts to come in, it's going to come in such inexplicable ways where the things that you were manifesting are all going to show up, and it is going to be mind-blowing. Or they're going to start to show up so interconnected that you can't make it up. You're just like, how is this even possible? Like, I wanted to, right, like, be a full-time painter, and I also wanted a brand new car, and you know, like, whatever, and somehow all of a sudden you get or like, you work at a studio that, like, gives you a work car, or, like, you know, it's just something like that where you really can't make it up, or just like, whoa, I kind of forgot about these other smaller things I manifested, and somehow, like, it's just so nail on the head meant for me. You know, that's kind of what this card is representing here. And I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any other cards that need to come out, especially with that Judgment card. I want to see if there's any sort of indication into what direction you're being reborn into, you know, like, where, wow, King of Pentacles. Yep. That's mastery coming back to, again, interconnected here, but King of Pentacles. Oh my god, this is Knight of Pentacles. Oh my god, it's the same thing I just did. Weird. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, so that's like a financial energy. So to me, this Judgment card, this rebirth, is going to be to do with your finances. Obviously, your physical world, like home, car, environment, maybe you're moving, but I think that this is really just indicating that it's going to be a big change in your finances. Like I said, you're really abundant despite not being where you want to be yet along the line of your manifestation. And like maybe you've started manifesting this new life, but like the financial component that you were manifesting along with it is not there, and you're just like, I don't know, I have all this though, like it's so confusing because this feels right, but like this specific part I was manifesting is not up to par. And I'm getting that this is going to be changing for you coming into the future here with the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be a change in your fortune, a change in how you spend your money, how you save your money, how you make your money. Just a total change in your earthly energy here. Two of Cups. Yeah, definitely some sort of like partnership, community. It's just really like, it's time to be around other people. It's really just what I'm getting. Like, you're going to be successful within a community with somebody else, like you're going to be successful because you're engaging with others. It's not so like solo hermit, like do it myself type of energy. It's really like learning from the people around me, the environment around me, partnering up with people who maybe are even different than me, who have different like views than I have, or have different just like qualities, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my god. Yeah, so you're definitely having a cycle close out, and this Wheel of Fortune is just another indicator that karma is going to be restored to you. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down, those kinds of sayings. And that is really the wheel. And it's kind of your choice if you want this wheel to spin. You have the option at this time to change your fate and to change the direction that your life is heading. And the key with the Wheel of Fortune is when it comes up, you have to let it happen. Just let it happen, let it flow, and just just watch your life really transform. And you had a Tower energy coming up the last month during the retrograde, and that is definitely kind of coming to an end. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower kind of go together. It really transforms your life. But so you're not like in the home stretch. Let me rephrase. You're not like, the dust hasn't settled yet, is what I mean. But it's also not abrupt. Like, it's you've already like been engaging with this energy. So it's not like, oh no, another one. It's like, no, this has already been happening, and this is like, again, the direction that it's moving, which is really beautiful and beneficial. And again, Six of Pentacles, just again changing your fortune. And I really feel like that's what you guys are trying to manifest here. It's just a change in your fortune, a change in your lifestyle. And I'm definitely getting here that you're going to be receiving that at this time. And just for fun, I have the Dreamscape Oracle deck by Matt Hughes, and I was also using Matt Hughes' tarot deck. I think these are the only two decks that he has, but I love them because they're holographic, and I just love the art that's on them. But let's see what Dreamscape Oracle needs to come out for you. You got the Spring. Number 13. A red-headed maiden sits at the edge of the sacred waters. She leans forward, seeking out images and answers from the surface of the pool. She has a desire to belong, to fit in with her kin. Stars stretch across the sky behind her, illuminating the blackness. The light enables her to see clearly and to follow the path. Oh my goodness. Each star is a gift of hope, a promise that a better future will come no matter what. I mean, again, like I said, you might be feeling it and don't have the physical evidence yet, but this is encouraging you to keep going. Many waterfalls and springs flow around the maiden. Water is a healing symbol as the springs bring life, sustaining nutrients to every living creature, both sick and healthy. Allow water to cure you. Release your emotions and anxieties. Yeah, definitely you need to release anything that might be blocking you from moving forward. And I feel for you that waterfalls may be important, maybe a sign for you at this time. Maybe you've been swimming at a waterfall, or you're just thinking of them or seeing them, or like those little ones in pots, or just something like that. Or that you've even been like, this is me, but I was like, I need a shower before I go to bed every single night. I've been doing it in the morning, but I just know that's something with like the end of the day. I need to kind of wash away the day. So maybe you're having those kinds of thoughts as well. And working with water at this time, I think, to nurture all this earth energy, right? Water and earth go together, and you have all of this like pinnacle earth energy, I think is going to be the thing that makes this earth and soil really abundant for you. And this was a great reading. I haven't done one in a while, and I just set up my space differently, so now I have this really nice desk in front of this window with all this light, and I really like it. So I'm hoping that time will work with me here, and I will be able to do more readings. Like I said, it's just been a time thing, and then also I've been getting home super late and it's already dark, and it hasn't been the right setup for filming and what I want to do here. But I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who has subscribed and liked and commented. Like, it is crazy to me. I am just so abundant and so grateful, and really hope to see you all at the next one. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you later.